The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate. You're moving. Should you hire your buddies, or not even hire them with pizza, or hire a professional moving company? Also, commercial real estate. Should you invest or rent? It's just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Anderson. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead today, but first, the opening statement. 2026 is here, meaning, number one, I have to get a haircut. I'm going to apologize to you in a minute. I don't know what's going on with this hair. I'm too busy, I think. I have to get a haircut. I can't take it anymore. But also, my commitment to you, twofold. If you're thinking about selling your house this year, you have to know what your house is worth. It's the most important part of making that important decision on your most valuable asset. All you have to do to find out what your house is worth. Don't trust the websites. Call the phone number on the screen. We will send someone to your house and tell you what it's worth, so you can make a good decision about selling, buying, upgrading, downsizing, whatever you want to do. 407-205-0400. Also, mortgage interest rates. Think about it. The last couple of years, they have skyrocketed. They've started to come down. You need to reset that rate this year. Same phone number. We will evaluate your mortgage interest rate and tell you if it's worth refinancing or not. 407-205-0400. Now, the opening statement. I'm always confused by this subject, right? You've got people who always say, don't rent an apartment, you need to buy a house. But there are so many business owners out there who just assume if you own a business, you should rent and not buy that commercial space. Is this a good plan? A great question, a question that we're going to answer by asking real questions. Kick it off today with my good friend. He is the medical director at Goldfingers Aesthetics and Plastic Surgery, Jim Young. Dr. Young, how are you, brother? Good to see you.
Thank you.
More importantly, you're my friend. I mean, you're such a great guy. You've become such a great friend. You and your wife, very important people to us, just so you know.
Thank you so much.
And let's talk about, though, you have a lot of locations. You have gotten into commercial real estate over the years. What would you tell a business owner who's coming to you, maybe a younger business owner who's coming to you for advice, not about cars, you're happy to give car advice, I know, but about their business? Should I rent the space or should I buy that commercial space?
I think there's certainly evidence to show that it may be better for someone just getting started out to perhaps do a commercial lease on property with perhaps the hope of purchasing, because I totally agree. I think commercial properties are a huge asset. Certainly they continually go up over time, and as an investor in your own business, having a second location or even buying a commercial space to lease out to other businesses is only going to enhance your profitability over time.
Even if you get a mortgage, the way I see it, if you have a 10-year, 15-year mortgage on the commercial building, whether you're renting it for yourself or renting it to someone else, when that 15 years is up, like, look at that equity. You know, you're having someone else pay for it, or you're having your business pay for it.
Absolutely.
Then you got a few $1 million sitting there that you would have been paying rent anyway.
Exactly. I think folks need to realize that it's better to invest in those items early rather than waiting until later. Because like you said, if you're a young business owner and you're maybe in your early 30s and things are going great, if you can take some of that equity and put it into some commercial property that is either your own or a leasable place, it's going to be a gold mine.
How nervous were you when you first made that leap of faith and bought your first commercial building? Was it nerve-wracking to you, or were you like, whatever, let's go?
It absolutely was, and we were a fledgling company back in 2012, so a lot of our properties and locations were, say, shopping centers, et cetera. So we would have to lease those spaces, but we finally committed to buying our first property, and it was a big one. And we were so thankful that it went through and we were able to do it. And now it's certainly a mainstay of our financial planning for the future, is this amazing property. And then since then, we've bought 2 more.
Yeah, and it's allowed you to do a lot of philanthropic work. You've given back to the community. Goldfingers has given back to the community so much. And while this is close to our 300th episode of this program, we're actually having our first annual You Have Real Estate Golf Tournament on March 9th, 2026. We invite you to join us, by the way, as well. Foursomes are for sale right now. But it's happening, Doc, because of your generosity and Goldfingers' generosity being
you're right. We love to give back to the community. We've always been involved with local things, including the Special Olympics. There's a beautiful church up in Lake Mary that has a youth group, and I help sponsor some of the young people to help bring them to Christ. And now this popped up, and I'm so thankful that we were able to share our amazing success with the community and kind of give back, because, you know, everybody in Lake Mary at the very least kind of knows me, and they tease me a little bit about it because of my billboards and, you know, my $9.99 Botox price. But at the end of the day, I really do love giving back. I've been in Lake Mary ever since I finished my residency here in Central Florida, and so this has been my home for a very, very long time, and I'm so glad to be here.
Going out to a restaurant or bar with you in Lake Mary is almost like being with someone famous. I got to tell you, they're like, Doctor, I think they're coming to say hi to me, and they're like, "Hi, Dr. Young, how are you?"
Yeah, that happens quite a bit.
I feel this small when I'm with you.
You know, I think if people don't even really know my name, they do know that I'm a local physician. Sure. So everybody says, "Hey, Doc," and I kind of love it, because we have such an amazing community, and I really feel like we're all very closely knitted together, and it's a great town. We're glad to be here.
Yeah, I would have told you there's not a chance in the world I would ever end up in Lake Mary. I've been there almost 15 years now, and I don't want to go. I couldn't be happier.
Nowhere better.
Let's talk about Goldfingers here for just a minute, too. You're the medical director there. You've done such great work for men and women throughout Central Florida and even beyond now. How many locations do we have?
I know. I have to go back to my boss lady, the beautiful wife, Maya, and ask her. I think we're at 21 throughout Florida, all the way down to Sarasota, and as far north as Daytona. But of course, everybody kind of knows our Lake Mary and Longwood locations. Those were our first. But we're in Winter Park, all the way out to Claremont. We have Lady Lake. I mean, we're all over Central Florida, and it's been a real blessing to have that ability to expand in such a way, because patients are happy, and we have a lot of satisfied customers that we can expand out and offer beauty to the whole state of Florida.
Yeah, you think about all the different places you can go, a massage place, a med spa. I think it gets a little confusing to people exactly where they want to go. What exactly does Goldfingers do for people?
Yeah, so we've always specialized in our Botox and filler and aesthetics. So for a lady who's interested in maybe softening the wrinkles on the forehead or getting a little bit of volume in those cheeks as they've flattened out over the years, certainly good skincare means everything. And of course, taking care of yourself internally. So I offer weight loss and hormone replacement and things like that would absolutely get you kind of that whole body care that people, I think, are looking for these days.
And there's some comfortability, I think, with you as well, being an emergency or trauma physician for so many years in the ER, knowing you have such a great doctor behind the scenes as well, just in case something ever happens. I think that's very important for your patients.
I appreciate it. I really did. I worked quite a long time in the emergency room, as far north as Ormond Beach, and I was in Sanford and even out to Ocala. And I really enjoyed my emergency medicine time, but it was a lot more stressful job, to say the least, and perhaps a younger man's game. But I'm so glad that I could transition from being, I think, a really good physician taking care of folks who are ill. Now I've transitioned over to the beauty side and the health side, so I can take care of folks who are already in pretty good shape, just need a little tweaking.
Yep.
And this has been a great chance for me for the last, we've been in business now for 15 years. So yeah, it's been quite a long run, but it's so much fun. And beauty is such a great business to be in.
Good to see you, brother. Dr. Jim Young, Jimbo, was here today.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Check out Goldfingers. They are absolutely amazing. Here's what we'll do, a very quick break. When we return, you're thinking about moving. It's the decision you have to make. Do you buy beer and pizza for your buddies and they're going to hate you forever? Or do you hire a professional moving company as you have real estate continue? Welcome to our house. I mean, you spend more time here than I do, but it is hurricane season. You know our windows are terrible. Yeah. When hurricanes roll through, we actually go to your parents' house because we feel safer there, because you don't feel the wind vibration. Go feel the windows right now. Hit the windows like that.
Okay.
This is not a window.
No,
that
and
it should
I mean,
ever
there's
be relied
condensation
upon
from just our sprinkler.
But during a storm like that,
Water's
you wonder why you
coming
feel the
through.
vibrations. Even when a summer storm rolls through, we feel the vibrations here. That's why Dan Brigman is here today, Renewal by Anderson. Dan, as a man, I want to feel like I have a safe, protected place for my family. And I don't here. I'm not ready for hurricane season because of the windows that we have. What can I do as a family guy to make sure my family's safe during the storm season?
Well, first thing you have to do is you got to do what, you've got to inspect your windows. You've got to know and learn about what you have. And Justin, what you have is not a hurricane window. That's not going to stop anything from coming in this house. If a shingle or a terracotta tile were to blow off in your next door neighbor's house in a windstorm and hit that, and you're sitting at this table, it is not a good day. All right, it is coming through. So what we have to do is we have to get coastal windows in this house, and we have to get them in as soon as we can.
I totally agree. The financing that you have too is fantastic. You make it super easy for me to afford windows in my house.
Yes, we do. Look, we know that no home improvement project is cheap, right? I mean, most of us just don't carry, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 around in our pocket, right? And so what you have to do is you have to make it affordable for our homeowners, and that's just what we do through our easy pay plans. We have multiple different ways that we do business. We have 12 months no interest, 18 months, 24 months. We even have 180-month low interest plans. Some of them as low as 5.9. You can't even buy a house.
You can't. Not even close. Thank you, Dan, for coming, by the way. Do you feel better?
I do.
Are you going to stop yelling at me?
I mean, Dan's here, so Dan's going to save the day. RBA is always going to save the day.
Renewal by Anderson, QR code on the screen right now. Get your family prepared for hurricane season and storm season. Even if the hurricane doesn't come through, the storm season gets scary here in Florida as well. Do it today. If you own property in the Villages and you want to rent the property, or you have family who's looking to rent property in the Villages, trying to figure out where they want to buy, there's a great website designed just for you. It's villagershomesforrent.com. The person behind all this madness, Judy, is here. Judy, you're changing the game on how rentals are done in the Villages.
Right. So we are purely an owner-managed website, meaning that the owners are handling the affairs themselves. The renters are talking directly to a homeowner who is an expert with their property. The owners are paying me a small fee to advertise on the platform, and we're attracting the renters to the site for them. So it's a good synergy of owner-renter communication.
The Villages is really on fire and a wonderful place to live. For someone who hasn't been there, how would you describe the Villages?
It's promoted heavily as a lifestyles place, and I can't make it better than that, right? So if you're golfers or if you're into sports and clubs and entertainment and music, it's the place to be.
And the website is the place to go. Again, if you own real estate in the Villages, you want to rent it out, it's not going to cost you very much money at all. Or maybe you have family who wants to move to Florida or spend some seasons down here. Villagershomesforrent.com. Judy, thank you so much. Come back and see you soon, please.
We will.
All right.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. It seems like we move in Florida a lot. I don't know, maybe it's the same as the rest of the country, but I feel like Floridians move even more. A lot of people moving here, a lot of people moving out, I guess, as well. But the question, so from the time we go to college, essentially, is always, do you buy pizza and beer for your friends and go rent a U-Haul? And everyone's, look, even they act like they're okay helping, they're upset with you. You know that, right? Or do you hire a professional moving company? And then when you hire a professional moving company, how do you get a valid quote, and which one do you hire? A great question, joined by our good friend Wesley Ridgewell. Big Man Movers, what's up, Wes? How are you?
Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
It is a question people have, right? They're like, I can go rent that Ryder truck and pack up my whole house myself or hire someone else. I mean, what do you tell someone who's going through that debate?
There's three ways that we look at it. There's always the self-move, U-Haul with the friends and stuff like that. We actually get a lot of calls normally a couple of days prior to those moves that the friends didn't come through or somebody threw their back out. So the next level that we want to talk about is really the way that you go about getting a quote. Yeah. And when you want to go out and get a quote for a professional, mover to come in and move you, we can give extra options that some people totally forget about. And that's for packing the day before the move, cleaning the day after the move. So if people want to get a quote, that's really what's going to determine, is the U-Haul the better option with not really knowing what's going to happen, or can we step in and really make your life a lot easier?
Yeah. Has AI had any impact on your business when it comes to quoting?
It's, AI has done a tremendous thing for the moving business. It really has taken a customer, let's say we'll do moves all over the state sometimes to other parts of the country. And if that person is down in Fort Lauderdale or down in Tampa or over in Jacksonville, we can actually send our new link, which is our AI link, directly to these customers, and then they can walk around their house. We don't have to be on there. AI picks up everything from what's going, what's not going, what could be damaged, puts it all in a package. We then crunch the numbers, put in their discount, send that back. But AI is so great for our industry now, where before it was kind of just meeting with somebody and writing down some things. Now everybody's on the same page.
I also think that maybe you make the decision to hire someone to do your move, and you can hire like John Boy Moving, who doesn't even have a website or whatever, probably not insured, and they're moving all of your stuff. I mean, that's kind of an important responsibility for a moving company. What are some of the dangers of hiring, and I hope there's not a John Boy Movers out there, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Sure.
What are some of the dangers of hiring that guy with, he has a truck and who knows if he's a real business or not?
This is something that we get very nervous about. When there's moving brokers involved, that's normally where there's tons of problems.
Yeah.
And people are trying to jump around for the best price or whatever. When you talk to a company that's been in business 10, 15, 17 years as ourselves, somebody's been in business for a long time, you can go back and look at these other, what we call rogue movers instead of John Boy. But the rogue movers will go out and they'll give you a price right off the front, move your stuff, and of course, right before they take it off the truck, now you have to pay 3 times more than you thought. That's insane. That's why I wish that parts of the moving industry have kind of gotten into a different mindset now, instead of trying to go down that road of, can we use the cheapest guy? No, but let's use the best value. And that's what we want to bring to the table.
Yeah. How does the packing go? Because do you pack everything yourself? Do you guys come in and do it? How does that all work?
You know, the packing is probably one of the best things that people can do when they run out of time. If people are looking to save money, packing is not an inexpensive ordeal, no matter which company you use. But, you know, it can save you a ton of time and actually be very valuable for your move. We come in one day prior normally to the move. We bring a whole trailer in that has every packing supply known to man. And we go in and pack up the whole house, everywhere from, you know, your stuff's in the drawers to the expensive paintings on the walls. Just depends on what needs to be packed. We have every packing solution, you know, for you.
How far will you go?
We will do international moves as well. Now, for unloading purposes, of course, we have to keep it in the U.S. for unloading purposes. So we do a ton of cross-country moves. We normally do packing for those customers going out of state the day before. Then we do the move. It's a direct shot. We don't mix and match with customers. And then the nice part about our company, too, we also do deep cleaning of the house after we moved all the stuff out.
That's the worst part sometimes, when you finally feel like you're done and you still got to go back and clean. That's terrible.
Or all the cleaning stuff is already on the truck, for their new house. So now all of a sudden they're like, oh, what do? We come right in, give them a great rate to just go ahead and clean it up and get it ready for the new owner.
Great job as always.
Hey,
come back and see me. It's been too long, man.
Great to see you.
Wesley Ridgewell, Big Man Movers. If you're moving, I'd give this guy a call. They do a great job, competitive rates, and you know that your stuff's going to be well taken care of. Quick break. We'll wrap up. You have real estate in just a moment.
So Ryan, not only did you literally change, I don't know, our yard. I'm spending so much time outside. He is too. I mean, he can't even get off the putting green ever.
I've already gotten yelled at.
Well, you know what? It could be worse places.
That's the other problem, though, Ryan, is I got yelled at for having a bad backyard until you came, and now I'm getting yelled at.
Now we can't get him inside.
Because I just want to have a golf club.
Well, you know, we actually have this amazing way for me to come get to you and find you out on the putting green. So pavers, talk to me about the pavers, because when we originally met, I was like, Ryan, I want some cement, I want some whatever it is. I really want that in there to just kind of like change it up so it's not just turf.
Yep. Yeah, so the travertine in this case with turf strips is a very good option for something like that. It's a very elegant look as well. Yeah. We can do pavers or travertine in this scenario like this, to where you have the strips. And it just creates a nice little pathway.
It really just elevates the area, and it looks classy, it's rich. And then we talked about my little dead area over there that we're still working on. I'm gonna put some mulch back there, but you did these bricks, why?
So the brick is a nice little landscape border. It also defines a bed at the same time. And it's not something you're gonna have to replace.
No, I love it. Our yard is just, I don't know, so elevated. And this one's already talking about doing extra projects, so.
I can't help it. I mean, and because it looks so good, you just automatically think, okay, I could do this and that, and I think you should. And again, Ryan, you and I always talk about it. We live in Florida. You know, we're not in Nebraska. We're not in Boston. We spend a lot of time outside. The outdoor areas are so important to the resale value of the house, but maybe more importantly for us, like the enjoyment of our home.
Yeah, exactly. It's really about enjoyment more than anything. That outdoor living space is huge.
I agree.
Well, we love our yard. Stella does too. And it's dog friendly, which is huge, especially for us, because I mean, we're at her home too, and she's just wandering out. She loves it.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I think we're at her home. Yes,
Yeah, we
most
are.
definitely.
Well, Ryan, thank you for literally changing our home, for making it more beautiful. I'm very happy. I feel like you and Justin are going to be golfing literally in more ways than one.
No
How do you
question
feel?
about
I hope
it.
so.
Yeah,
I'm
it'll
sorry,
happen.
I didn't say that.
Whatever.
That was me opening
Do yourself a
Pepsi,
favor and
not
and call Delaturf if you're looking to elevate your space. Really, they can walk you through anything. I mean, they can do the pavers, they can do the bricks. Your dog will love it too. Call Delaturf today.
Welcome back to the show, joined by my good friend, Elisha Lopez, what is it?
Real Broker.
Real Broker. I do
Yes,
that every time.
for real.
I'm gonna have to take a note or something here. It's ridiculous.
Right.
How is the transition going to Real?
Amazing.
It's a very new age sort of real estate brokerage. I know you're very happy over there. Are you still happy with the choice and the decision to move?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
It's been definitely different, but it's just so exciting to, new year, new brokerage, new everything. It's been really exciting.
A month into the year so far, are you feeling any changes in the real estate market yet?
I would say, and so it's always like this. It doesn't really matter what the market is in our real estate world. That third Monday of January is really like the new year in real estate, because kids are back in school, families are, kind of back into their routine, and now we get going again with wanting to sell, wanting to buy, and things like that.
Wow. What point in the year does things really get hot normally in real estate? Or is there a season for real estate?
Well, for Florida, we've always been hot, and now the last 2 years it's been kind of leveled out. But I would say that spring selling season, we're about to approach it. I mean, the weather doesn't look like we are, but based on the time of the year, yes. So we're headed into the spring, and that's when everybody starts.
Speaking of weather, we always talk about Ocala and what a great place it is, because you do have somewhat of seasons, even more than Orlando. But this one's ridiculous. It is cold in Ocala today on this Saturday. What is it, like 20 degrees or something?
Yeah, so tonight it's going to go down to 26 degrees.
Jeez.
And my son Roy, he sprayed the whole backyard last night with the sprinklers.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning to all covered in frost, and he was making his own snowballs because he was hoping it would snow, but we didn't have any.
Miami girl, how do you feel about being in Ocala and actually having some seasons?
I mean, it is beautiful. My heart is at the beach. I will not lie, but it can't have that today. So it is the scenery. I mean, you don't feel like you're in Florida. Like you always talk about Tennessee.
Yeah.
It feels like we're in Georgia. You do have the seasons. I mean, it is nice to watch the leaves change color on our trees. Definitely.
The difference in cold in Florida versus the difference in cold in, say, Cleveland or Boston is that it's not going to stick around very long. It's a few days, you enjoy it, you put a little fire in the fireplace and try to make some soup or something.
Right. But I think the next 2 weeks we're going to have these crazy cold temperatures at night.
2 weeks might be too long. Maybe my theory is shot at this
Slightly
point.
too long, yes.
Let's talk about the real estate in the Marion County area, because we've talked so many times to you about how it's much more affordable than real estate in Orlando. How much more affordable is the same house, if I put it in Ocala versus in Orlando?
You're looking at about 45 to 46% less. So you can, as an investor, if you buy two, almost for the price of one, and as an investor, you don't care about location, you care about the profit and your bottom line. So it's a no-brainer.
QR code is on the screen right now for Elisha Lopez. What I like about her, she can help you if you are struggling to buy a house here in Central Florida. You can buy a house there, much more affordable. If you're looking to invest in real estate, you want to become a real estate investor, I love looking in places that are a little further out of town, like Marion County, Levy County, Citrus County, like all of those counties in northern Florida that Elisha really specializes in. It's a great place to start because oftentimes you can buy two homes to start your real estate investing career versus one. QR code on the screen right here. Elisha will send you the listings as they come live, or if you're looking to sell any real estate in anywhere in northern Florida, she'll be happy to do that for you as well. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Stay warm.
Yes.
Stay warm. I'm going to put my jacket on after
my
this.
hands are freezing.
Thank you to our guest, our wonderful crew. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.